Hi guys. Hi you. I'm on day 5. I'm also doing without a couple of other habits that I use for pain relief. When I smoke cigarettes, you know, the 2 or 3 that I smoke during the day, it's really for pain relief. So it makes me wonder, I mean, I've been doing that for a long time, not really smoking addictively, you know. And the combination of the marijuana and the tobacco gives extra pain relief. But with this urine fast, I'm giving it a go without those pain relievers, right? That's okay. It's just uncomfortable. If you have an addiction to food, I think our country is heavily addicted to food, you know? And food is a huge industry, both in the food industry and the health industry, because of the food we eat. And I gotta tell you, the urine fast will wake you up to that more than anything ever has. Because you'll feel better because you're not eating that food all the time. I'm sitting here telling you how you're going to feel. That's why I don't talk too much about what happens in urine therapy, because it's different for absolutely everybody. I don't know what your past is. This fast is seeming to be a little more difficult because I slowed down for a year. And I think I was actually making some good progress, shrinking illness inside my body. But when I tapered off that year after the TV show, it started to get me again. So, you know, urine does shrink tumors. And if all the signs I'm having right now are pointing to a brain tumor, that could be because of the melanoma. Back in 2004, 10 years ago, diagnosed with malignant melanoma, stage 3. They found it in several lymph nodes. So, you know, it's known to metastasize, right? Hang on a second. Melanoma is a sneaky booger. I'm not kidding around. And will metastasize in other organs. So when I talked to the oncologist and he said, it's not like normal cancer where you go 5 years and you're considered cancer-free. Melanoma's been known to lay dormant for up to 15 years. Well, with the tingling fingers and the headache that comes and goes, but it's there a little bit constantly, and hallucinations. And I mean hallucinations like, yeah. Hi, you. Well, I'm halfway through the 5th day of my urine fast, and I'm a little bit hungry. The one thing I've noticed in the last fast, too, when I cook, I can cook, and the smells become satisfying. You don't have to eat anything. I don't even have to check my teeth for green shit, you know, because I haven't eaten anything. Hey, I am fascinated by the 40-day fast thing, mainly because, you know, in this book, Old Testament talks about Moses and fasting for 40 days. Jesus goes to the wilderness and fasts for 40 days, tempted by the devil, right? Satan. And in this book, the Bhagavad Gita talks about a 40-day fast. So that's why I'm very intrigued. And I want to make it 40 days without being an irritation or a burden on the people around me. Yeah, you have to rest a lot. It's very true. And I got a comment about the lemon and honey. I really only do that with my hot water in the morning to replace. I love drinking hot in the morning on a cold day, or on any day probably. But you're right, you know, the lemon probably isn't as beneficial as you would think, and the honey. Maple syrup, real pure maple syrup might be good, just a couple of drops. I've just been using a few drops, but it's going good. I think, I'm not going to jinx myself or whatever that is, but I think the headache's going away. I'm hoping anyway. Yeah, so I am very curious about the 40 days because I've seen so many incredible results with the urine therapy. Moles, scars, any symptoms of Morgellons, they're just gone. And I have scars, old ones that are starting to go away. It's fascinating to me. So I'm just very curious to find out what happens in 40 days. I am very committed, and the smoking is ceasing. I'm hoping, you know, I don't need it for pain anymore. That's what my hope is with this fast. Yeah, if you need to lose weight, do a urine fast. It falls right off. Dang it. Anyway, I'm feeling better, guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being you. I love you guys.